with the trap, then it's doomsday. Dog got the mud, Bobby Boucher. Play like any given Sunday. Still go to service on Tuesdays. We gotta get to the end zone. They say like we in the end zone. This that new pep rally anthem. Play this when you bout to win though. This is that 2-minute warning. We bout to ball like we Wilson, talking like Russell. We hit the field every morning. Your team is not that important. We got the muscle. Your team is still on the warm-ups. We coming out of the corners, ready to rumble. This for the ones in the crowd. I need y'all to scream this out loud. Now we gotta.
Welcome to week 3 of the high school football season. Conference openers across the state of Wisconsin. And tonight, we open up conference play in the North Shore. A coaches versus cancer battle between Slinger and Hartford. Hello again, everyone, and welcome into Slinger High School. John Weiser along with Terry Kelly as we get set for the annual event, the coaches versus cancer.
Helps put everything in perspective when you see how these two schools, even though they're rivals, unite to fight a common enemy, cancer.
6 miles as the crow flies separates these two schools, but they have raised almost $200,000 in the 15 years of this coaches versus cancer playoff.
Sales of T-shirts, auction items, they do everything they can to try to promote, raising funds to fight this disease.
Also for Slinger, defending Division II state champion, trying to run it back as an undefeated team this year. Took a bit of a derailment last week at Lake Geneva Badger.
They ran into just a powerhouse. Lake Geneva Badger's offense was really clicking, and Coach Jacqueline said, we found out we weren't quite a state championship team.
For Hartford, they're 0-2 coming into play tonight, but they played a pretty tough schedule, Germantown and Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac, and they found out that they could compete. They just need to not make mistakes at critical times.
Let's take a look at some of the players we'll be keeping an eye on for you tonight. We'll start first with the Hartford Orioles.
Ethan Webb, a wide receiver, and the coaches refer to him as dynamic because of what he can do. And then their offensive line's led by Sam Johnson, getting a heck of a lot of interest from colleges.
We like their defense, the junior defensive back, Brady Helms.
Brady Helms led the team with 4 interceptions last year, and they have at their noseman Aiden Grolke, who is just a dynamo on defense in terms of being their leading tackler a year ago.
For the Slinger Owls on offense, they've got their leading run gainer.
Kobe Hendricks rushed for over 1,000 yards last year. He returns. And at tackle, they have Nathan Hatterer, who's known Coach Jacqueline since he was in 4th grade.
Let's talk defense for the Owls.
Ethan Plummer, the coaches say he is just all over the field, perhaps maybe the best athlete on the team. And Sam Bowden, who's been connected with this team since he was 5 years old.
Should be a great matchup, a great crowd, standing room only tonight. Slinger has won 3 of the last 5 meetings between these two schools. We'll find out who gets the early going when we come back with a kickoff right after this on My 24. Welcome back to Slinger High School as we get set for week 3 of Primetime Preps here on My 24. Hootie Nation in attendance here tonight. Boy, I'll tell you what, great crowd. It's coaches versus cancer night.
Well, it's great. Schools got into session, so now, the students are more likely to come to the games and just get into this atmosphere.
Let's take a look at tonight's coin toss ceremony. It's brought to you by the United States Army. Be all you can be. Slinger winning our coin toss tonight. And they will defer their decision until the second half. So they will kick it off. The Orioles will get the football to begin our ball game here tonight. Again, our coin toss brought to you by the United States Army. There you see head coach Bill Jacklin of the Division II state champion Slinger Owls.
14-0 a year ago. Fantastic run all the way to the title game.
Our kickoffs are brought to you by Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council, building communities and careers. A gorgeous night here in Slinger. Temperatures will fall back into the low 50s before it's all said and done. It's been breezy most of the day, but starting to die down. There's head coach John Redders for the Hartford Orioles. These two coaches, very good friends off the field, and this is the only time of year they both said that they have to get after each other here, and then after that, it's back to being friends for the next 7 weeks.
And both of the coaches have been touched by cancer in their families. And as they said, 15 years, raised over $200,000. Just a remarkable effort as two rivals come together for a common cause.
Slinger in the red, Hartford in the white. We are set to go. Colton Schluter will do the kicking for Slinger. And back deep, Ethan Webb and Cole Ohm for Hartford. It'll be a low liner, bobbled and then picked up by Webb. Webb breaks a tackle at the 10, struggles forward to about the 15-yard line, brought down on the play by Ethan Fisher on special teams. So here come the Hartford Orioles looking for their first win of the year. They dropped games against Germantown and Fond du Lac, losing to Fond du Lac last week. Logan Laufenberg will be the quarterback tonight. There was some question whether or not he would be available.
Got injured a week ago, but has returned.
Aiden Grolke is their leading ground gainer. And a couple of capable receivers in Jacob Peckrell and Casey Rademacher. From the 15-yard line, 1st and 10, Hartford. Webb in motion, and he will hand off going to Sully McGonigal, and it's brought down by Jack Muska.
One of the things that'll be interesting to see is Hartford could have as many as 7 players going both ways. And so Hartford's got size, but will they tire out? Slinger's got speed, 2 completely different platoons. We'll see, what kind of an impact that has as the game wears on.
You saw the defense, Plummer and Bowden, the 2 key players on that defense. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. And again, they go to the ground, and it struggles across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Once again, McManigal, the carry, brought down on the play by Ethan Plummer.
Yeah, Slinger coaches think that Ethan Plummer might be their best athlete on the whole squad. Gets a little time sometimes in offense, but at that outside linebacker position, a year ago had 43 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, and during the spring was part of a 4x100 relay team that made it to state.
Single back, 3 receivers here on 3rd and 3. High snap. They'll go around the left side. They'll get the first down out across the 25 to maybe the 26-yard line. Nice run that time by Michael Smith, brought down by Braden Zimmerman, the nose tackle.
Well, you look at Hartford's size across that front, 285 at the 1 tackle, 260 at the guard, 225 at center. A normal-sized person at guard, 194, and then at the other tackle, number 78, Peter Beck, 6'3", 273. So Coach Jacklin was worried about the size.
Little play action. Laufenberg will keep, and he'll get it across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line for sliding down there. Be a gain of 12 and a first down for the Hartford Orioles. So keeping the chains moving, one of the keys tonight for this Oriole offense.
From the 37, first and 10.
Yeah, Laufenberg injured a knee last week, was replaced by Braden Slack, but coaches felt that he was ready to return, and the doctors concurred. So sure that Coach Redders and offensive coordinator Paul Shelster glad to have him back.
First down's brought to you by Adam, the Automobile Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee. Picking his way through the right side is Smith, taking tacklers out of bounds near midfield. Looked like it was Bowden along with Braden Blanchard along for the ride of Michael Smith.
Yeah, Smith scored one of their touchdowns last week against Germantown. As we've mentioned, they can be run heavy at times. They surprised us a year ago. It almost became air redders, which was out of character for the Orioles, but they do think that they can pound on Slinger's smaller defense.
First and 10 from their own 49. Working out of the eye, they'll send Webb in motion. They'll pitch it to Webb, coming around on the jet sweep. And Slinger ready, strung that one out nicely for minimal gain. Good defense that time by the Owls. Were not fooled by the motion and kept assignment sound. Jack Franklin there to make the stop for the Owls, I should say. Owls Orioles. We're going to have that fun tonight.
Yeah, Zion Frazier kind of forced that play. He strung it out a little bit and allowed the other defensive player to come up and make that tackle.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 from midfield. Opening drive to start our ball game. And Smith, left side, gets a couple to about the 47-yard line. That's about it. Whole host of Owls there to make the stop. Set up a 3rd and long now for Hartford. This is where they'll turn and look at Rademacher or Webb.
Yeah, Rademacher with good size, 6'4", very skilled receiver.
Single back, 3 receivers here on 3rd and long. Laufenberg with time, stepping around the right side, trying to shake a defender, but he'll go down back at the 41-yard line. Braden Zimmerman on the sack, his 3rd tackle on this drive, and the Owls come up big on 3rd down.
7-yard loss on the play.
A little bit of that team speed displayed there as they were able to put pressure on Laufenberg, keep him hemmed in.
4th and 18 at the 41.
So a loss of 7 on the play. Hunter Eder in to punt. Sam Bowden standing inside his own 25. He'll have a bit of a breeze at his back and gets off a nice punt. Bowden will step up at the 26. First man misses across the 30. Pulled down from behind near the 34-yard line. On a 7-yard return, Ethan Webb on special teams getting down there for the Orioles. So Slinger, their first possession, pretty good field position from their own 35-yard line.
Well, the Slinger offense is kind of led by Kobe Hendricks, their leading ground gator a year ago. Honorable mention all-conference performer. They've got also some very good receivers. One of them, Jude Sakrala, 6'6" basketball player. 4 catches the first game of the year against Falls.
Jeff Ford is the quarterback, converted flanker. And this is Hendricks coming around the left side with room across midfield. Hendricks with one man to beat, pulled down from behind. Chasing him down was Brady Helms, 2nd team all-conference a year ago. But a big gain to the big man, Hendricks.
Hendricks, along with Plummer, 2 of the guys on that 4x100 relay team that made it to state a year ago, put that speed to good use on that play.
Gain of 27 on that play. There's the defense for the Owls. Or for the Orioles, I should say. Rademacher, inside linebacker. Hunter Eder, 2nd team all-conference at inside linebacker. Gonna throw in traffic, hauled in nicely by Ethan Walter, the tight end. Gets it inside the 25-yard line. Brought down by Brady Helms once again. They'll mark it at the 24.
A year ago when we saw Brady playing, he was playing with a broken hand and still being extremely effective in that defensive backfield for the Orioles.
13-yard pickup. And Adam first down. Owls driving here on their first possession. This is Hendricks again with that little stutter step up the middle inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Sully McManigal, one of those two-way players at strong safety, brought him down.
Kobe Hendricks takes the handoff.
When we talked to Coach Jacklin this week, he did make a big switch. He took his tackles, offensive tackles, moved them to guards, moved the guards out to tackles. He didn't like how the blocks were playing out last week. He thought they were only 1 for 7 on proper reads.
What was your word you used for that?
Transposed.
Transposed, the big word. Going to put it up in traffic. Gets it inside the 15. Somehow found Ethan Walter there. Casey Rademacher in on the stop. But that's been something that we'll head down the stairs to Mike McGivern first. Mike, what do you have?
So, guys, listen to the defensive line coach here at Slinger said, fellas, we're really good at fighting, right? Stop fighting. We're trying to slant. When we tell you to slant, you have to slant. We're doing it for a reason. Stay low in your stance and slant. And these guys are all shaking their head, but I think they want to stay fighting, boys. Back to you.
Little play fake. Ford will keep it around the near side. Takes it down to the 5-yard line. Little read option that time. Brody Gum, outside linebacker, making the tackle. Saw the end crash inside. Took it to the outside. I'm going to say before, Jeff Ford, at least the first 2 weeks, has a propensity to try and force the ball. That's what Billy Jacklin was talking about in practice this week, talking about the fact that it's, you got to live to fight another down.
Right. Just because it's a pass play doesn't mean you have to throw it.
Hendricks breaks a tackle, spins inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. First one there was Sully McManigal to slow him up. And it looks like we've got an injured Oriole down at about the 5-yard line.
And as we mentioned, Hartford with so many guys going both ways can't afford to lose somebody to an injury.
We'll take a break. 4:34 to go here in this scoreless first quarter from Slinger. Two family comedies serve up laughs, love, and dinnertime delights on My 24. Take a blast from the past with the Goldbergs at 5 and navigate life in Lanford with the Connors at 6. Weeknights on My 24. Casey Rademacher was the injured player. Direct snap. And in for the touchdown is Ethan Plummer. Taking the direct snap right up the middle. And the Slinger Owls get on the board first.
We mentioned how coaches thought he might be the best athlete on the team. And, they don't have two-way players, but Ethan Palmer does take some turns on O, despite being an outstanding linebacker.
So forcing the punt, taking over at their own 35, they drive it down. And an extra point away from taking a 7-0 lead. Schluter's kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Slinger. Let's head downstairs to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, I'm here with John Jacobs, business manager, IBEW 494. John, we're talking about youth apprentice. Big thing for you guys right now.
It really is, Mike. You don't have to wait till you graduate from high school. You can start while you're a junior and a senior in high school. Get your career path started to, like I said, a career in the building trades, the union building trades.
Hey, you'd also mentioned a lot of opportunity in the electrical side.
There is, Mike. The Bureau of Labor Statistics announced that there are 90,000 electrical openings per year for the next 10 years.
Man, what are we doing here, right? Hey, John, it's good to see you. Terry Kelly would be a great electrician.
Sounds good to me. It's never too late.
You bet it. Well, maybe it is for him. Boys, back to you.
Can't be standing in a puddle anymore when I'm working on those sockets.
Oh,
boy, I take a beating from Mike.
I don't understand. What is there not to like here?
I treat him like a brother.
I know you do. Well, 65-yard drive, and the Owls on top. This is Isaac Weiss, a junior, going to kick off here on our Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council kickoff. Webb will take it on a bounce at his own 5. Brings it back to the 20. And hauled down at the 25-yard line. Looked like that was Aaron Juronic in on that stop for Slinger. Well, let's see how Hartford responds here. And it's good to see Casey Rademacher back out there. He left on that defensive side here with an injury, walked off under his own power. He is back out there at the split end position for the Orioles. That's good news. 3 receivers left. Michael Smith, the single back in the backfield, and they're going to throw. Laufenberg dumps it out to McManigal. Trying to get the edge on that left side. Will take it out to the 29-yard line. Gain of about 3. Brought down by Ethan Plummer, who scored the touchdown for Slinger.
Yeah, their only returning defensive starter from the state championship game. Graduated 10 players.
2nd down and 7.
21 total, I think, out of the 22, or 20 out of the 22 were seniors last year. Webb in motion. McManigal working his way across the 35. Nice run. Sully takes it out to about the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 10. Drew Jones there on the stop, the strong safety.
Drew Jones Jr. with the tackle. Fans be ready at the end of the first quarter.
On the season, McManigal's rushed for about 125 yards, has 1 touchdown.
Collecting donations for the American Cancer Society.
Adam first down at the 39-yard line for Hartford.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Again, Webb comes in motion near side. They'll give it to the fullback. This is Grolke. He spins out of a couple of tackles, takes it out to the 47-yard line. Mason McGuire there on the stop. It's an 8-yard pickup.
Grolke, excellent size, 6'2", 250, tough. 2-time place winner at 215 pounds in the state wrestling tournament. So obviously an outstanding athlete.
Had 94 yards last week against Fondy, including a touchdown. Let's see what Coach Redders and Paul Shelsted, the offensive coordinator, draw up here on 2nd and short. This is one of those almost free downs here to see what you can do. Laufenberg, quick drop, wants to loft it out, looking for Webb, leaping grab at the 30-yard line. Got in front of the corner, Braden Blanchard, and the height, the size winning over there. It was 6'2" against 5'8". And a nice throw. Dropped it in there nicely.
We talked about how the coaches look at Webb as a dynamic receiver. He just has that ability to go get the ball.
Deepest penetration so far for Hartford. The Slinger 29-yard line. Out of the I formation. They'll run it right side. Busting tackles down to the 20-yard line is Grolke again. Gain of about 9 on the forward progress. He is just a beast at 6'2", 250.
Yeah, you wonder this year, is he going to try to cut weight and get to 215 again, or will he wrestle at heavyweight? That would be a lot of weight to lose. And
get a seatbelt and strap on for the ride.
Right. I'm sure Mike Wadman, the defensive coordinator, is trying to, that's why he's talking to his players, you got to slant, help cut off those angles.
Again, Grolke left side gets the first down and more inside the 15-yard line. Was it McManigal? It was McManigal. Each week we will highlight a hit of the game, and that's brought to you by the Milwaukee Admirals.
First and 10, Hartford at the 14.
Grolke checks back in. We're in the red zone, sponsored by Bryant and Stratton College. Under a minute to go here in this first quarter. This is Grolke taking everybody with him on that defense inside the 10. Ball came out. Are they going to rule it a fumble? It is a turnover by the Owl defense.
Have to see if his forward progress was stopped, and if that should have been whistled dead. We'll see what happens here on the replay.
Zion Frazier with the recovery.
Wrestled it right away from him.
Yes, he did. That's a great job by Zion Frazier, senior captain. Went after the football and got it. Tough break for Hartford as they turn it over in the red zone.
Yeah, Hartford was responding well to that Slinger score.
Owls take over at their own 7. This is Hendricks. See you later. Pick him up, lay him down, 93 yards to the house.
Kobe Hendricks takes it 93 yards into the end zone. Touchdown.
If we see a replay, we might see how they got the kick-out block that Coach Jacklin and offensive coordinator Aaron Pokshava were looking for.
Right there.
Bam. Opened the seam and off he went.
Sudden change turns into sudden score.
Hendricks has an offer already from St. Thomas up in the Twin Cities. Mentioned his track speed before. Once again demonstrated how that can be put to good use.
Schluter for the extra point. Missed it to the right. So it remains 13-0 Slinger, but they take advantage of the defensive takeaway. Zion Frazier with that strip job and fumble recovery, and then Hendricks.
2 kick-out blocks.
Yes.
Excellently done.
Well, we talked about that early, the change out at the tackles and guard positions. The guards that were starting the first 2 games moved out to tackle, and the tackles moved inside to the guard positions.
And, Coach Jacklin, he's a fun guy to visit, first of all. A 4th grade teacher. You can see the enthusiasm he has, how he's worked with these kids in grade school, and really credits his staff. He says, I handle the special teams sometimes, but, they do all the coaching. Well, no, not quite like that.
He reminds me so much of John Madden because he's just chatting away during practice. He said, watch this play. This play, we're going to run this one. Now
well,
watch.
He projected an interception. He said, I hope he doesn't do that in the game unless he does it early. Thanks.
So a 1 play, 93 yards. Scoring drive brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves.
Ethan Webb and Nolan Medla back deep for Orioles.
So again, this is Isaac Weiss doing kickoffs. Webb and Ohm are deep. And return out to about the 24-yard line. Chased out to the boundary that time by Zion Frazier, who got that takeaway defensively for Slinger. Well, if you're the Hartford Orioles, go back to what was working. They were methodically moving the ball down the field.
You know, and in some ways, you can't fault Aiden Grulke. He's fighting for every yard he can get. And sometimes at the end of the run like that, you expose the ball, don't have the points covered well, and Slinger was able to take advantage of that.
Webb goes in motion. They will hand it off. Working the left side that time was McManigal. Ethan Plummer there on the stop. 5 tackles here in this first quarter for Plummer. And our first quarter will come to an end. A couple of scores, a big one from 93 yards out. And the Slinger Owls take a 2-score advantage over their crossway rival, the Hartford Orioles. This is Primetime Preps on My 24. Welcome back to Slinger High School with Mike McGivern, Terry Kelly, John Weiser with you. Quarter number 2 here in the North Shore Conference opener between Slinger and Hartford. So far, Slinger with the upper hand. Coaches versus Cancer, 15th year of this tradition between these two schools, and they've raised over $200,000 in that time in the fight against cancer. 2nd and 6 for the Orioles. They're going to pass. Laufenberg with time. Wafts it out. Webb with a leaping grab once again across midfield. That size 6'2", Ethan Webb able to go up, take advantage of these smaller corners for Slinger.
Yeah, Laufenberg put that right on the money last week. Prior to getting injured, he was only 1 for 7 at throwing 2 interceptions, but he's certainly coming back tonight, sparking that attack.
Paul Shelsta, the offensive coordinator, exploiting that matchup between the 5'8" Braden Blanchard and the 6'2" Ethan Webb. From the Slinger 43-yard line, 1st and 10. This is McManigal picking his way forward.
Sullivan McManigal on the carry for the Orioles.
And again, you've got the kind of the slashing style of Sully McManigal, and then the bulldozer grader type run by Aiden Grulke in that backfield.
You know, the Hartford program certainly has a number of, kids in the program, but it's a case where trying to get the best athletes on the field. And Coach Redder said these kids have worked hard over the summer. he thinks they're capable of playing both ways.
Webb goes in motion. McManigal will close to a first down before he is driven back. Brought down on the play by Isaiah Fritz in there now at a nose tackle for Slinger. Another player down here for Hartford.
Injury timeout on the field.
So play stopped here as they take a look. You're talking about the summer programs, and you and I were talking with both coaches, and it's apparent that different staffs are approaching it differently. We'll talk about that more once we get to Mike McGivern here.
Hey guys, I'm here with Gwen Benz. She's the president of the Slinger Gridiron Club and the AAYFL, who's a sponsor of us. Man, we love to talk to you guys. Talk a little bit about how many kids are playing youth football here in Slinger.
Yeah, so we have 199 kids this year. We typically have around 200, and then we actually have 50 cheerleaders as well.
Hey, how long have you been involved?
Almost 10 years.
And your son is a senior. Are you going to continue?
I'm going to continue in the background, but I'm going to hand over the reins of presidency here this year.
You know, I asked Gwen where her security is, and she said they're so good you don't see them. Gwen, thank you for all the work that you do and the sweat equity you put into this.
Yep, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
You bet. Boys, back to you.
Thank you, Mike. Injured player was Hunter Eder, the center. He was able to walk off.
And a starting linebacker as well as a kicker.
So 3rd and 1. McManigal over the right side. First down inside the 30-yard line. Sully McManigal able to move the chains here for Hartford. Again, a big thank you to Bunzel's tonight. Bunzel's Old Fashioned Meat Market and their catering services helping fuel our Friday Night Rivals crew tonight with great food. Bunzels.com is where you'll go. Great sandwiches.
Excellent soups at their store,
yes, yep. Grade A meat counter as well. All your needs at Bunzels.com. Manigal again on the carry. As we head downstairs to Mike.
Hey, guys, talking to Dave Rush, who was on the Hartford staff before the game, he said, look, we have long drives, and we go right down the field and then keep making mistakes when we get near the end zone, similar to what's going on tonight. He said, look, if we can stop that, we got a chance to be a really good football team, but we have to stop making the mistakes after long drives, and as you see, it's continuing tonight, boys.
Yeah, the red zone mistake coming up big here. They'll counter here on the near side.
Ethan Wood on the carry.
Ethan Whitlock with the carry. Zion Frazier there on the stop. Actually, it's Ethan Webb on that carry that time, coming around on the end around.
Now, Ethan Webb, can play flanker. He can play that wingback position. As you mentioned, that counter action.
Sets them up 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. We're in the Bryant and Stratton College red zone. McManigal picking his way nicely inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line, almost a 10-yard pickup for McManigal. Did a nice job waiting for the blocking to set up. Frazier was there to make the stop.
Nice high knee action as you watch McManigal run through here. Drive those knees. Sharp cut. Falls forward for the extra yards.
6'3", 199-pound senior. Another two-way player here for Hartford. They'll look out of the I formation with Webb in motion. McManigal down to the 4-yard line. Pickup of about 5 on the play. Jack Franklin there to make the stop.
Jack Franklin on the tackle.
Fricklin was an offensive player a year ago, moved over to the defensive side, and that was, again, Mike Wadman, the defensive coordinator, and Bill Jacklin saying, hey, we can move him around and put him where he can thrive.
Right, losing so many guys, they knew they had to get good athletes on that side of the ball.
McManigal Down to about the 3. Bring up 2nd and goal. Plummer was there, and another Hartford player down. It's Parker Beck, the right tackle, 6'3", 273. The senior.
I can't tell if he maybe has some cramps going on. You know, he's been playing some on defense as well.
This week on Faith in the Zone, Mike McGivern will chat with 2 former high school swimmers that are now competing on the college level, Campbell Stoll and Stuart Seymour. Faith in the Zone, that's Sunday morning at 8 on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart radio app. Last year was just an injury nightmare for this Hartford team. How many broken wrists and legs and knees?
It was unreal.
They had coming into this game last year, I think it was 6 or 7 starters out with injury. They go double wing. This is the fullback. Smith stacked up near the 1-yard line. Bowden and Frickland both there.
Michael Smith on the carry.
Bowden's a young man we mentioned at the start of the show. At age 5, he was on the sidelines with a cape, hat, and everything, would lead the crowd, fire them up. You know, he had 4 older brothers, all play football. You know, Coach Jacklin just, smiles when he mentions guys like him.
3rd and 1.
3rd and goal from the 1. Direct snap to McManigal. He'll walk it into the end zone for a Steamfitters 601 touchdown.
Touchdown, Hartford.
Well, between McManigal and Aiden Vrolke, they've got some hard running backs.
Made it look easy that time, taking the direct snap. Brady Helms on to kick the extra point. Braden Slack on the hold. It's away, and it is good. So Hartford responds here. We'll take a break, come back with more here. An exciting ball game here with 6:07 to go in the half. 13-7 Slinger on My 24.
Station happenings. Menards is helping My24 Sports put a spotlight on special student athletes who go above and beyond both in the classroom and on the field of play. Congratulations to Hartford's Casey Rademacher and Slinger's own. Save big money.
There is no off season. The NFL Network team huddles up to bring you all the latest from around the league with Good Morning Football Overtime. That's weekday mornings from 10 to noon on CW 18. Got ourselves a ball game now. 13-7 Hartford trailing. Slinger to get it back. And this will take them into the end zone on our Milwaukee Building and Construction Trade Council kickoff. Well, let's see how Slinger responds now. Hartford just methodically got it down the field. They did that their previous drive before turning it over.
Right, they've proven that they can run the ball. You know,
They help provide top-notch safety equipment for both our youth and high school athletes. Throughout the game tonight, we'll be recognizing these amazing
From the 20, 1st and 10, Slinger.
1st and 10, Owls at the 20.
Jeff Ford at quarterback. Single back is Kobe Hendricks. That 93-yard touchdown run into traffic. Catch is made. Out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Keegan Adams on the reception. Brody Gum there on the defense.
One of the things offensive coordinator Aaron Pokshava is going to be looking for is trying to hit some of those backs out of the backfield, the good speed they have. And since they've already got some good receivers, guys like Adams and Sicarla, you know, try to get that back isolated or else get them on a swing pattern.
Gain of 11, 1st down, pitching it out. Ethan Plummer out to the 35-yard line, gain of about 4 for Plummer. Going back to that last pass, what was interesting there, he was rolling right. When we were at practice, Billy Jacklow was talking about the fact that he's a quarterback that is better rolling left and throwing. He's able to get his legs placed and the hips swung around and makes a perfect strike every time he rolls left.
He said it's almost counterintuitive, but, you know, okay, we got cramps taking, you know, even though it's a little cooler tonight, you know, you are still sweating out there and working very hard.
Gary Gundart's crew tonight working our ball game. Had them a few times over the last couple years.
Once again, still a shortage of officials out there. They're desperately looking to get more people in.
It was Plummer who was cramping up there. You know, earlier we were talking about the summer programs that now the WI is allowing these extra contact days, and it's amazing what coaches, the different things they're doing to work that extra practice.
Yeah, both of these coaches try to take a middle-of-the-road approach, not go 4 days a week. And you hear at some schools where, you know, a coach for basketball says you shouldn't go out for football or vice versa. And that's not what you want to have. Multi-sport athletes are the way to go.
Kobe Hendricks.
Forward hands it off to Kobe Hendricks on the carry.
Going to be short of the 1st down. Yeah, there's different ways to go about it. I mean, go back to week 1 and Arrowhead getting their whole offense installed during those extra practice sessions.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, at the much bigger schools, you know, programs might operate almost independently. But at so many schools, you know, you've got to spread those athletes around, and I think it's good for young people to have a variety of experiences.
3-receiver look, Laufenberg rolling right. Going to try and cut up field, and he is blown up at the 38-yard line. Sully McManigal, who goes both ways as the running back and strong safety, flexing the muscles there.
Yeah, Coach Redders talked about the kids on his team as being tough, that they could form tackle.
4th and 4.
That will force Slinger into a punt here.
First punt of the evening.
Hendricks also does the punting. Ethan Webb, the punt returner, standing at his own 30. Spread punt. Webb takes it on the run. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the half, and Hartford in good field position here. Slinger have to make some adjustments on defense here.
32-yard line.
There's a look at Bill Jacklin, the head coach.
Yeah, Coach Jacklin mentioned that they did have the state championship trophy in the locker room, which he removed at the beginning of the week this week. He said, you have to become the 25 team. You're not the continuation of 24. And I think sometimes you do have a little bit of, you know, hangover, if you could say, from the last season.
Tight eye here from the 32. This is Smith trying to work his way in. Good gang tackling that time. Michael Smith, the running back, able to move the pile, though, across the 35-yard line. But again, 6-7 red shirts there on the stop.
But you can see that the Hartford running backs don't go down easily.
No.
They fight for every inch, every yard.
That was something Coach Redders also brought up in before practice this week, too, about the fact that, you look for guys that are, how much effort are they giving on every play? And he said, I don't really worry about that. This is 120% every time. Again, Smith trying to pick his way around the right side. Gets across the 42-yard line for the first down. Isaiah Fritz there on the stop, but it should be enough for an Adam first down for Hartford as we approach 3 minutes to go here in this first half.
See Slinger kind of rotating a couple guys in, taking advantage of their numbers in terms of two platooning and not having to have guys go both ways.
Two tight ends, single receiver. They'll run it up the middle, out of that eye. McManigal breaking tackles across the 45-yard line. Sully McManigal brought down by Jones and by Mason McGuire.
Yeah, coaches pointed to McGuire as a player who's been emerging as, camp started this year, season goes on, a 6'3", 180-pound junior.
2nd and 6 at the 47.
Gain of 3, gain of 4, I should say, 2nd and 6. And McManigal had some running room, but got tripped up right at the line of scrimmage, falling forward for a couple-yard gain.
If you take a good look, that offensive line for Hartford, hardly any space between their offensive linemen, almost, side by side. And what they try to do is just create that little seam, lots of down blocking, a kick-out block, and they try to spring that back through.
Minute and a half to go. Orioles with all 3 timeouts remaining. Laufenberg with time. Throws it outside, going up, making the grab once again. Ethan Webb. Nope, check that. That is Casey Rademacher with his first catch tonight. The 6'4", 200-pound senior.
Rademacher, excellent student, 3.8 GPA, runs his patterns precisely, gets himself open, and Laufenberg puts it right on the money.
To the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, Hartford. Again looking to throw. Laufenberg going down the sideline looking for Webb, tipped away incomplete. Sam Bowden getting a hand on it that time defensively for Slinger.
Yeah, good coverage downfield. 2 guys covering him that time.
Now getting that over-the-top help. Stops the clock with 1:09 remaining. Again, Hartford with 3 timeouts remaining here.
Bowden and Jones Jr. 2nd and 10 of the 40.
Helms will check in now on offense along with Webb.
Yeah, Helms has caught 1 touchdown pass this year.
He is lined up on the right side with Webb. Rademacher, the single receiver here to the near side. They're looking this way. They'll throw it to Sully McManigal with some running room out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Pick up a 15. Fricklin there, the inside linebacker, making the stop. And now another player down. This is Sully McManigal.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Injury timeout.
Rademacher getting downfield with that nice block to clear that out. It looked like he rolled the ankle right there. Well, coming up in the Current Electric halftime report, we'll highlight this week's Menards Scholar Athlete nominees. We'll meet a few of our sponsors. We'll also take a look at first half highlights. That's all coming up on the Current Electric halftime report. Athletic trainers tending to Sully McManigal. Huge part of this Oriole team.
I couldn't tell if he landed awkwardly on the shoulder or whether he got the wind knocked out of him as landing on top of the ball.
Well, this will be the final year of the North Shore Conference as we know it. This will be another conference undergoing change next year as the West Bend schools, West Bend East and West Bend West, will be leaving to join the Glacial Trails or something like that.
Yeah, I forget the name of what that conference will be.
But they will be leaving, so Menominee Falls will be coming in from the greater metro, and Wisconsin Lutheran will be joining the North Shore next year. Boy, that's going to make for some great matchups as McManigal
slightly hobbled there as he goes off the field.
But bringing Wisco in is going to beef up the competition in this conference.
And years ago, Hartford was in.
Yeah, the old Little 10.
The old Little 10.
Bring Watertown. The Goslings used to be in that.
First and 10 at the 24.
Aiden Gulke's the single back. Laufenberg wants to swing it out to Webb, right side. Webb will get it down to about the 22-yard line, brought down by Ethan Fisher, and a timeout taken here by Hartford. Stopping play with 49 seconds to go.
Yeah, Hartford still has 2 timeouts remaining, so plenty of time to try to get a score on before the half.
But yeah, conference realignment going to come into effect next year, come into play next year. As we said, Menominee Falls leaving the Greater Metro. Oak Creek will be joining the Greater Metro. Franklin leaving the Southeast, going over to the Classic 8. And Southern Lakes affected by it too. Beloit Memorial going back out of the conference. That'll leave the Southern Lakes with 7 teams. The Southeast will be with 7 teams because word has it Milwaukee King is going to come in to that Southeast Conference and make it a 7-team league.
And it is, a very difficult task for the WIA to work things out as schools lodge complaints about they can't get into the playoffs or not. The only problem is when you create 7 or 16 conferences and start to have these mandatory crossovers, sometimes you're penalizing the good programs. So if you're a Classic 8 school or a Greater Metro Conference school, you got to play 2 outstanding teams for the other conference that count in your standings. Boy, it really makes things difficult.
2nd and 8 following the Hartford timeout. And now whistle before the snap.
Penalty marker on the play.
Our first penalty of the ball game, I do believe.
I think they're calling Slinger.
On the defense, 12 men on.
Illegal substitution call.
12 men on the field was the call against Slinger. So it sets up a 2nd and 3 now for Hartford. Laufenberg looking to the corner of the end zone. Rademacher, touchdown, Hartford.
Rademacher once again used his body to shield off that defender, got free for the touchdown.
We don't have a monitor up here. So Hartford, an extra point away from taking their first lead. Helms will boot it through the uprights, and they have a 1-point lead. So let's head downstairs to Mike McGivern.
Hey guys, so listen to the Slinger sideline. They gave up that touchdown, but feel pretty good about their speed. What they're talking about is making sure we wrap up, make sure that they see the keys that they talked about all week, what Hartford's bringing, and they think they got to get a little bit tougher in the middle of that defensive line, boys.
Mike, thank you. Yeah, they've obviously got to work something out there because that combination of Grolke and McManigal, particularly between the tackles, has hurt here tonight.
Right. A week ago, Now, Slinger gave up 391 yards rushing to an excellent Lake Geneva Badger team. And so if you try to concentrate on your defense, stopping the run, sometimes you leave the pass open.
There's your scoring summary. A 68-yard drive capped off by the Laufenberg to Rademacher touchdown pass. Summary brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves. Brady Helms will kick it off. He will boot it deep into the end zone for a touchback.
You know, Helms, an excellent athlete. We've seen him on offense besides his starting defensive back position. Very, very fine baseball player.
Be sure to visit the Relay for Life of Washington County area. Still plenty of raffle and
Well, Slinger with 3 timeouts remaining.
50 tickets will be sold and drawn at the end of the third quarter.
Let's see how they handle this now. Down 1 late here in this first half. Give it to Hendrick. Hendrick going right up the middle. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Keeps moving the pile forward. And finally forward progress stopped at the 22-yard line. Ashton Grolke leading the charge that time for that Hartford defense.
Aiden's younger brother, Ashton, a junior. Also his backup on offense.
23.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 from the 23-yard line. Underhand pitch to Keegan Adams, the tight end, coming around the near side. Will take it out to the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup. Clock's going to stop here with a second left to reset the chains, and Slinger just content to run out the clock here. And we'll head to the locker room.
At the 36.
So the Hartford Orioles with 3 trips into the end zone, scoring twice, turning it over once, but they have the lead here at halftime at Slinger. 14-13 Orioles. Back with our Current Electric halftime report coming up next on My 24. Welcome back to the Current Electric halftime report, part of our Primetime Preps here on My 24, 14-13, Orioles on top of the Slinger Owls. Well, tonight we'd like to highlight our Scholar Athlete nominees, brought to you by Menards. And from Hartford High School tonight, our nominee is Casey Rademacher. Casey competes in football, basketball, and track. carries a 3.8 GPA, and ranks 83rd in his class of 316. He was selected as English Student of the Month for the spring of 2025. Casey qualified for indoor state track in the long jump. He is a member of the H Club, a student leadership group for student athletes, and participates in the Best Buddies program. Casey has a twin brother who is also on the football team. And from Slinger High School tonight, our nominee is Ethan Walter. Ethan has competed in football, basketball, and track, carries a 4.0 GPA, and he is ranked first in his class. He received high honors as a member of the National Honor Society and was a member of the 2024 State Championship football team. Ethan gives back by coaching flag football, working on the Reforestation Community Project, and volunteering through the SOWL Club, and does event work at the elementary school. Congratulations to this week's nominees, who will be in the running to receive a $5,000 scholarship brought to you by the great folks at Menards. Save big money at Menards. Let's head downstairs under the full moon to Mike McGivern.
So, guys, for our Adam interview today, Stuart Sinclair and Josh Schumacher, sales managers from Uptown here in Slinger. Hey, Josh, when you're talking to somebody, maybe at high school or a little bit older, how many different positions, how many different jobs are at a dealership?
Oh, there's quite a few. The high school kids, they come in, they're in the quick lube, our wash department, office staff, part-time. There's a lot of stuff that they can do entry level and then move their way up. So one of our longest tenured sales guys started through the high school program here in Slinger, and now he's been with us 10 plus years. Just had his first baby. It's really cool to see.
Man, it's family.
Absolutely.
So you've been in the auto world a long time, but you've only been in Uptown for how long?
I got here in May. I was thinking about retiring, but then I got a phone call from the Pentlers, and I was in the business down in Milwaukee for 35 years.
Man, tell me, the business changed a little bit over the years?
Oh, business has changed a ton.
Yeah.
Hey,
when you talk to kids at this age that might want to get into this, it's not just being a technician, correct?
No, there's many things they can do. There's a lot they can do, and they can learn a trade, and they can do what I did. I mean, I got in 1984, and I'm still doing it.
Man. Hey, it's good to see you again. It's been a bit. Yeah, yes, you did. Boys, back to you.
This is the Current Electric halftime report from Slinger High School, part of our Primetime Preps tonight. Hartford leading Slinger 14-13. Back after this on My 24. Welcome back to the Current Electric halftime report here on My 24. Hartford leading Slinger 14-13. Time now for a United States Army interview. Once again, here is Mike.
So guys, I'm here with Staff Sergeant Henry Frando, Whitefish Bay Blue Duke. Whitefish Bay Blue Duke. Henry, how old were you when you decided to join, and why did you make that decision?
So I was 20 years old when I decided to join. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in my life, and I kind of just wanted adventure and excitement. And I was like, maybe the Army will give me that, and it did. So.
Hey, and you're getting out in January, and I said, look, what does the future hold, and how much different are you today than when you joined? You started laughing. You said, way different. You're going to go to college, yes?
Yep. Yeah. So, from when I joined, like undisciplined, but now like disciplined with the family. I'm planning to go to school to pursue a master's degree in physical therapy. So super cool, and all of it's paid for. So,
hey, a boy or a girl?
Boy.
What's his name?
So his name's Nick.
Hey, Nick, if you're watching, happy birthday. He turns 1 in a week.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, U.S. Army's changed your life.
Yes, it has. Yep.
Henry, it's good to meet you.
Yeah,
Man, still a Blue Duke?
Still Blue Duke.
There you go, boys. Back to you.
Mike, thank you so much. Well, earlier this week, Mike had an opportunity to sit down with our friends at Bryant and Stratton College.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Rachel Mylan. She is in admissions here at Bryant and Stratton College, and she's a graduate from here. Rachel, it's so good to meet you. When you get a chance to talk to either juniors or seniors about your experience here at Bryant and Stratton, what do you tell them?
I tell them it was a great experience that I had here. I also played softball, and I went for my business degree here. And here as a school, we are a private school, so we are a lot smaller than universities, but you get that hands-on, you get that actual attention from your professors. So it's nice to actually understand what you're learning in a school.
A lot of nursing, but there's other than medical, there's a lot of things that people come to Bryant and Stratton for.
Yes, so we do have nursing programs and non-nursing programs. With our nursing programs, it is direct entry, so there's no wait listing. So as soon as you are through our admissions process, you're in the program.
You know, I have a lot of friends that have either sons, daughters, family members that have come through Bryant and Stratton. Big fan of what you guys do here to get people prepared for that next step. You got to feel pretty good about the opportunity that you're giving some of the kids, not only from this area, but from all over the country.
Yes, I think going back to the nursing program, we are direct entry and there's no waitlisting or anything like that. So again, as soon as you get through our admissions process, you're in the program.
It's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for sponsoring our high school football game of the week. Boys, back to you.
Mike, thank you. We thank Bryant and Stratton College for climbing on board once again this year on Primetime Preps. We'll step out, take a break. This is the Current Electric Halftime Report, part of Primetime Preps on My 24.
quarter.
Current Electric halftime report. We head downstairs to Mike with our Carthage College interview.
Hey, John, thank you. Hey, Greg, Director of Admissions, Financial Aid at Carthage. I want to take this interview somewhere else until I ask him, financial aid, how much you guys give away?
$1 million of scholarship money every year. So students have a lot of financial aid available. The cool part is we work with families one-on-one to help, get through that process. Complex, but we really try to simplify it for our students.
Greg, I just, my jaw dropped when you gave me that number and you said, look, we're a private school and we can really help people. That's got to be very satisfying for you.
It is. Every year we have people moving in that say, you know what, we never supported private education, but here we are moving in today.
Hey, year 3 of a school record as far as attendance. Congratulations on that. I love the location. I've been on your campus a number of times. If you have not been on campus, there's an aha moment when they get there.
There absolutely is. We're about an hour and a half south of where we're standing right now. We're right between Milwaukee and Chicago, right on Lake Michigan. I mean, we are literally on the water, so it's a pretty beautiful campus right there.
Okay, last thing, I've become a big fan of your football coach. I think he's going to do great things there.
Well, we're excited. He's got great recruits coming in. He's doing really good work, and they get the season started tomorrow. You're going to see a lot of good stuff out of that program.
Gregory, it's good to see you again, brother. Boys, back to you.
All right, Mike and Greg, thank you. Time now for our highlight package from the first half, brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves. Slinger getting on the board first on their first possession, direct snap, going to Ethan Plummer for the touchdown. Hartford was moving the football in their second possession. However, they coughed it up. The fumble recovered by Zion Frazier at the 7-yard line. And on that very next play, up the middle, going 93 yards, is Kobe Hendricks. The extra point was no good, and at that point, 13-0 Slinger. However, Hartford fought their way back. First of 2 straight touchdowns. This one by the running back Sully McManigal. And then this one, Laufenberg, to our Scholar Athlete Nominee of the Week, Casey Rademacher, with the touchdown grab and with the extra point. 14-13, Hartford on top of Slinger. That is our highlight package, brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves. Let's head downstairs once again to Mike McGivern.
All right,
so guys, I have a new really good friend. His name is Murphy, Friends of Jacqueline Foundation. Dennis is in from New York. He's going to be on Fox Sports 920 on my radio show tomorrow. And we're going to do like 40 minutes on this foundation. And Vincent, hi. Man, he's a star. He's one of the Slinger Owls at this point. Hey, talk to me about your foundation, some of the great work you're doing.
Yeah, our mission at Friends of Jacqueline is to improve the quality of life for children that are battling pediatric cancer. And we do that by pairing them up with a sports team. Vincent was adopted by the Slinger High School football team yesterday. He's our 1,306th adoption that we've done over the years, and we give him love, support, and friendship. And there's no chemotherapy, there's no radiation treatment, there's no clinical trial drug more powerful than the love, support, and friendship that he's going to get from Slinger. And the speed track that we're partnering with, the Speedway, Kelsey and Travis are here, the owners from Slinger Speedway. So it's a collaboration of love, support, and friendship.
Hey, and this is very personal to you. Jacqueline's now 31 and doing great, yes?
Yeah, I'm the luckiest guy on the planet here. Diagnosed at 9 years old with medulloblastoma, a malignant brain tumor, and she's 30 years old and she's thriving.
Hey guys, Vincent, how you feeling today? He's feeling good. He's feeling so good he wouldn't share his candy with me. Guys, how are you doing? How's the family?
We're doing well. Vincent's been off treatment about 3 months now.
Okay.
And continues it well. He's going to Case 5, which is very exciting, and no longer in isolation. So this is a great opportunity for us to go out and be with people again.
Is this Vincent's sister? What? Hi, what is your name?
Vivian.
Vivian, I had breakfast with Dennis today. He told me all about you during breakfast and said you are the sharpest young lady he's ever met. How is school going?
Good.
Good. You be nice to Vincent. Even though he didn't give me any of his candy, you still be nice to him. Dennis, I love what you do. I'm going to get involved with this foundation in this area and whatever I can do. Thank you very much. Nice to meet everybody. Vincent, next time you share that candy with me. He said, no way. I think that's what he said. He's going to help. Vincent, we're all praying for you, praying for your family. So nice to meet you guys. Back to you.
It's a great story, and the team was excited to do this as well. They couldn't wait, and they had a formal letter of intent signing and everything that went with that. So best of luck to Vincent, and this is why this game is so special.
Oh, you mentioned that, both squads, both coaching staffs have been touched by cancer, and here's a chance to reach out to this young man, make him part of your program, and just, it's wonderful to give kids a perspective on what the real world is like and how they can contribute.
That wraps up our Current Electric halftime report here. Part of Primetime Preps on My 24. 14-13, Hartford on top of Slinger. We'll be back with the third quarter right after this. You're watching Primetime Preps on My 24.
Slinger safety sponsor. Starting with Hankey Trucking, a family-owned and operated business providing transportation of a broad range of bulk commodities in end-dump and near-data trailers throughout the Midwest. HFR Electric, your electrical contractor. Alicia Learman with Modern Woodmen, helping our community overcome financial concerns and obstacles. Planning for life with life insurance and annuities. A big thank you to Polanco's Mexican restaurant, offering a true taste of Mexico in a welcoming, laid-back setting. Thank you to Healing Elements Spa. This spa provides services that include massage therapy, hairstyling, manicures, pedicures, acupuncture, makeup, facials, and much, much more. Garing's Meat Market, a family-owned and operated meat market with an extensive variety of beef, pork, chicken, and much more. And lastly, for now, Alan Jordan with State Farm. This team provides a wide range of insurance to meet your individual needs. Alan Jordan with State Farm.
Team's back up on the field, about ready to start our third quarter. But before we do that, one more interview. Here's Mike.
So, guys, first-year superintendent out here in Slinger, Christy Brooks. You've got to be so impressed with this crowd and this whole community. Man, you got to be feeling good about this.
It's a great turnout. I'm proud of our community. I'm proud of Hartford. I mean, they showed up and they're really just supporting the teams and the cause. And we're just really lucky to have a supportive community.
Hey, first year as a superintendent, things going the way you thought they would go?
Yeah, exactly. We've got great schools. We have wonderful students. We have awesome parents who are supportive, and then we've got this community. So we have all the pieces.
Okay, this game, Coaches vs. Cancer, we come out every year, and every year I walk away more impressed with both Hartford and Slinger. The players don't like each other much, but boy, everybody gets together and raises money for a great cause.
We do. It's a tradition. This is the 15th year, and they come together for this great cause, and it's really unifying the two schools.
Not bad for a Germantown grad. She is still a Warhawk, maybe?
I'm an owl.
She is an owl. Christy Brooks, I've heard nothing but really good things about the job she is doing. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Boys, back to you.
All right, Mike, thank you so much. Well, looking at the halftime stat leaders here as we get into our second half. Kobe Hendricks, leading rusher for Slinger, 136 yards and a touchdown. Jeff Ford, their quarterback, 3 for 3 for 28 yards. Meanwhile, for Hartford, McManigal, 14 carries, 59 yards. We'll see how he does here in the second half. Remember, he left with a lower body injury late in that second quarter. We'll see how that affects them, but they're getting outstanding play from Logan Laufenberg, their senior quarterback, 7 for 8 for 101 yards. And it was Ethan Webb, 3 receptions, 49 yards in that first half. Rademacher catching the touchdown pass.
Well, we mentioned that Hartford had started 0-2 on the year, but they knew they had a good team, and they kind of had fallen victim to the pass. They gave up in their first 2 games 570 yards in passing to their opponents. Well, it hasn't been like that. Their ground game's been going, and as you mentioned, one of the keys is going to be whether Sully can get back. It looked like he was a little gimpy coming out. Looks like it might be an ankle that he's got wrapped.
Slinger winning our coin toss earlier tonight, deferring to the second half, so they will get the football to begin this third quarter. Hartford with 14 unanswered and the lead here to begin this second half. Brady Helms does the place kicking. Kobe Hendricks and Peyton Tenney's the deep men for Slinger. And this will be Tennis out across his 20. Out to about the 27-yard line is where Slinger will start their drive. Colton Brewer there on the stop for Hartford. We mentioned Ford, the senior quarterback, 3 for 3, 28 yards passing, but it was Hendricks on the ground.
1st and 10 from the 28.
They'll mark it at the 28 for the Owls. Hendricks, men in the backfield and driven down for a loss. Looked like it was Jacob Peckrell. Got there, the defensive end. Also plays tight end on offense as we get another look.
Got across the line quickly, put the back down right in the backfield.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 upcoming. Ford wants to put it up. Over the middle, behind the intended receiver. Looking for Keegan Adams, the split end. Out there was Brewer along with Hunter Eder. Double coverage that time. So quickly 3rd down and 12 now for Slinger. Caleb Hayden at left tackle. Nathan Haderer at left guard. Tyler DeRuyter at center. Caden Greschel at right guard and Ivan Kiefer at right tackle. Your offensive line for Slinger tonight. 3 receivers set. Now they'll empty the backfield with Hendricks in motion. Ford again going over the middle, and it's nearly picked off. Was thrown behind the intended target. Once again looking for Keegan Adams. Brady Helms breaking that one up.
You can see that Hartford's come out now a little bit more confident in what they're able to do. Playing with a lot of enthusiasm.
2 receivers out there, too. Sakarla was the man in front, about 3 yards in front of Adams that time, so maybe a miscommunication there. But it brings up 4th down. Kobe Hendricks to punt it away. Ethan Webb standing at his own 40. Hendricks will get it away. Fair catch signaled for by Webb. He'll make it at the 35-yard line. So fired up Hartford team getting a 3-and-out to start this second half. Logan Laufenberg, 7 of 8 for 101 yards and a touchdown. That pass going to Casey Rademacher. Decent backfield of Michael Smith, Aiden Grolke, and Sully McManigal. Double tight, single receiver. They'll hand it off. Smith picking his way over the left side, breaks it out across midfield. Michael Smith down the near side will be caught from behind at the 20-yard line. Chasing him down was Sam Bowden.
Sam Bowden with the tackle.
Yeah, a week ago, Sam had 8 attempts for 34 yards and a touchdown against Germantown, but you can see why Bill Jackals was a little bit worried about them getting ground down, that Bill Jacklin saying, Mike Wadman, what are we going to do here? How do we set things up? Put the stop to this offense.
46-yard pickup for Michael Smith into the Bryant and Stratton College red zone. Smith will get the call again. Same play, left side, this time defensed well. Stop for a minimal gain. Looked like it was Jones and Muska in there on the tackle for the Owls. Michael Smith, 5'9", 180. That low center of gravity, and kind of hides behind that offensive line, waits for the blocking to set up, and then shoots the gap.
Well, all of the Hartford backs have demonstrated that they are going to be hard runners. You're not going to just bring them down just trying to grab them. You've got to hit them hard right in the middle of the body and drive them back.
Smith fumbled on the exchange, but able to pick it up. And that messed up the timing there. Stop for no gain. Braden Zimmerman, the nose tackle, getting in there. But on the exchange, they put it on the turf. Lucky they did not turn it over for the second time.
Yeah, he really wasn't hit. It just didn't have a firm grip on the ball.
Again, it's getting cooler out there, a little more damp. Football getting a little slick. Once again, Laufenberg being flushed out of the pocket, gets away from a couple of defenders. Hit from behind, ball out, and it will squirt toward the sideline. Did it go out of bounds? It'll be Hartford ball, because the ball went out of bounds at that point before it was recovered by the Owls. We also have a flag on the play. It's going to be a holding call here against Hartford. They'll sort this one out, but I think you could see it on the Rademacher's down in some pain as well. I don't know if he
looks like a shoulder,
maybe a stinger body, or something like that.
Yeah, here those two-way players, you start to lose those athletes. It looks like, Sully McManigal's not going to return this half.
It's another look. That's when Rademacher went down. There you see the strip sack, and the ball just made its way to the boundary with Slinger jumping on it that time, but because of the ball and the out of bounds, Hartford retained possession. The holding penalty declined by Slinger.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line.
So they will spot the ball at the 30. Let's see what offensive coordinator Paul Shesta or John Redders wants to do here. There's that holding call right there. You saw it.
A little obvious.
4th and 21 at the 30.
Again, you got white gloves on a red jersey. It's offense staying out there. They'll bring Helms in. Brady Helms will come in, as Laufenberg will call the play in the huddle here. 4th and 20. Need to get it just inside the Slinger 10-yard line for the first down. Trips to the right side, tight end left side, single back. Laufenberg with time, lofting it to the end zone. He's there and drops the ball incomplete. Webb had it go through his fingertips.
Incomplete.
Ethan Webb. Broken up by Braden Blanchard that time. So the defense comes up big, turning away Hartford on downs.
Once again, you see Laufenberg put that ball right on the money. Just can't quite up with the thing. Once again, two backs working on him, but could become a little game of attrition here for Hartford.
Yeah, with Rademacher out.
McManigal
out. Let's see if Slinger gets something going here. They'll run the option and they'll take Ford down right at the line of scrimmage.
Picks up 1 yard on the play, 2nd and 9.
Look like a couple of new linebackers in there. Simon DeWar, middle linebacker there, able to step up, make the play for no gain. Kobe Hendricks, the single back. Again, Ford wants to put it up. Throws into traffic, and it's thrown short, incomplete. Looking for Keegan Adams again. It was Helms, Brady Helms out there in coverage. Again, throwing that into double coverage. And
that was the thing Coach Jacklin mentioned at practice. You know, every now and then, an errant pass.
Well, I think he was trying to get Ford to start thinking on his progressions. Don't just keep looking for that first receiver all the time. You've got to be able to work the field and go off 1 to 2 to 3.
You know, obviously last year Michael Thiede was the, man behind the controls of the Slinger offense and had an outstanding senior year.
3rd and 9, empty backfield. Little bubble screen action. Ethan Plummer moving the pile, going to be short of the first down, it looks like, by about a yard. So an interesting decision here for Coach Bill Jacklin. And Aaron Poksheva, the offensive coordinator. Offense wants to stay on the field, but the punting unit will come on.
You know, we had seen Kobe Hendricks before as the punter do that Aussie punt.
Yes.
Where you kind of hesitate as you run, usually to your dominant side, the right side.
Nobody back here for Hartford. They think this is going to be a fake. And it is. Hendricks trying to get the edge. Hendricks will get the first down just across the 40-yard line. Terry Kelly calling it. Or Tony Romo. He called it before it happened.
Wish I had some of Tony's money.
Well, he was waiting to see what that end would do, and when he vacated, Hendrick took off to the near side.
Once again, you can see the power that Kobe Hendricks runs with.
So they convert on the fake punt. Direct snap back to Ford, in trouble. And he's going to go down for a sack back at the 37-yard line. That could have been disaster for Slinger. Ashton Grolke, along with Brody Gum, getting back there. Ford wasn't ready for the snap. All of a sudden, the ball snapped. They must have been going on first call.
First sound or something, but lucky they didn't turn it over.
Oh.
2nd and 16.
Not much gets Bill Jacklin's ire up, but that one certainly did. He was in the face of his quarterback after that happened. It'll be an option here. Ford with some running room, has some blocking outside. Into the Hartford territory at the 39-yard line. Brady Helms taking him to the boundary. 25-yard pickup.
Yeah, Ford was a flanker last year. Obviously, you know, when he had Michael Thiede at quarterback, his services were needed elsewhere. So you can see he's got that, you know, good running sense.
Well, that decision to go with the fake punt has fired up this Slinger offense midway through this third quarter. Another Adam first down at the Hartford 39-yard line. down to the 35-yard line, gain of about 4.
Picks up 4, tackled at the 35.
Well, listen to Mike McGivern and Ryan McMillan tomorrow morning starting at 9 for the Varsity Blitz High School Sports Show presented by your local Pick and Save stores. They'll talk with a few members of the Franklin Sabres, including head coach Lewis Brown. Brown going to retire after this season. So that's tomorrow morning starting at 9 on Fox Sports 920 or the iHeart Radio app. Kyle Hendricks again, Kobe Hendricks, I should say, with the carry. Moving the pile inside the 30-yard line.
Hendricks moves the pile.
Kobe Hendricks, honorable mention all conference, was the leading rusher last year, over 1,000 yards on the ground, and just that power running. And he's going to come out for a breather here.
Third and 2 at the 31-yard line.
So third and short.
Peyton Tennis coming in. He's kind of in the second running back this year in terms of yards carried. He had 64 yards rushing in the season opener.
Wing to the right, 2 receivers left. They'll fake it. Ford will keep it. First down and more. Gets it down to the 25-yard line before he is turned back. Pickup of about 6. Ashton Grolke there, the inside linebacker on the tackle.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. And that's a Slinger Owls first down.
Stay tuned later in the game for our play of the game. That's brought to you by All-American Youth Football League, the future of high school football. Go to aayfl.org for more information. Three receiver look, single back in the backfield. And it's Tennis coming around the right side, has some blocking, and turned away near the 20-yard line. Good hard run, but just a hard defense that time as well. Brady Helms clacking pads that time with Tennis.
Yeah, Brady's dad, Scott, is the athletic director at Hartford High School. I'm sure he's enjoying seeing his son perform. He's been starter last year, all year as a sophomore.
2nd and 5, just outside the 20-yard line. And Tennis in the backfield. Ford going to swing it out. That little blade play, and it was thrown behind the intended back. Kind of a wheel route. He calls it, Coach Jacklin calls it blade, and that's the play he says they haven't been able to produce this year.
He thought it was a great way to get a matchup.
Yeah. Had he completed the pass, there was plenty of open space out there on that far sideline. So now a 3rd and 5 for the Owls at the Hartford 20-yard line. Tennis will run it up the middle. Takes it inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line. Just put the head down, lowered the shoulder, and picked up 10 yards into the Bryant and Stratton College red zone. Let's see where they'll mark it, just outside the 10. So they can conceivably get a first down. Well, it'll be a 1st and goal from the 10. Excuse me.
I think Aaron Poksheva and Coach Bill Jacklin have to be pleased with their little adjustment they made with their offensive line, because they've been grinding out the yards this whole quarter.
Fake the handoff on the jet sweep action that time, and Ford will take it inside the 10-yard line.
I've seen him working on Kobe Hendricks' elbow on the sideline, kind of rubbing that. He's kind of shaking it off.
Yeah, Tennis has been the single running back here in Hendricks' absence. 2nd and goal from the 7. 2 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Adams in a slot here to the near side. They'll go single coverage out to the far side. Leaping attempt incomplete. Looking for Sakarla the junior. Out there in coverage was Cole Ohm, the 5'11 corner.
Nice coverage that time by Ohm.
Third down.
Little fade to the corner. Stayed right with him. So now 3rd and goal from the 7. Hendricks is back in there. He's on a wing to the right side. 3 receivers right side as well. Ford looking to throw. Gets it out to Hendricks. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Slinger.
Hendricks catches the ball from Jeffrey Ford. Makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Second touchdown tonight for Hendricks. This time on the 7-yard reception.
So one way to make sure you don't give up touchdowns is not let the other team have the ball. And Slinger has played keep away this 3rd quarter.
Now, having missed that extra point earlier, they might be going for 2 here.
Both of these teams have gone for 2 points a number of times this season. And it's not as though they don't have good kickers, so you don't know, all the details of a couple of the games.
Direct snap to Hendricks. He'll race it in for the 2-point conversion.
Kobe Hendricks in for the conversion.
21-14. Slinger back on top. We'll take our break. $1:46 to go here in the 3rd. Primetime Preps on My 24.
CW18 and My24, your home for the rising stars of professional wrestling. WWE brings its explosive fusion of athleticism and storytelling to NXT. Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. on CW18. And step into the squared circle as WOW Women of Wrestling and OVW Rise deliver high-flying flips and breathtaking brawls Saturday night starting at 9 on My24. My24 Sports gives a special thanks to our title sponsor, Gruber Law Offices, Wisconsin's premier personal injury law firm. Hurt in an accident with Gruber Law Offices, it's one call, that's all. And to the presenting sponsor, Marquette University. Explore your purpose. Become your potential with Marquette University. Be the difference. Thank you to all of our partners who make Primetime Preps Football possible. The United States Armed Forces, the Army and Marines, Menards, Hartford College.
Well, My24 is proud to carry all 5 Wisconsin Lutheran College home football games this season. Coverage of the Warriors season kicks off against St. Scholastica, the Saints, this Saturday, tomorrow at 12:30, right here on My24. One of the best, Scott Warris, going to do the play-by-play for that.
Isaac Weiss to kick it off for the Owls.
Well, the Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council kickoff here late in this 3rd quarter. Slinger regaining the lead. This is Webb. It's a block out across the 30. Flag on the play, I believe. Let's see. Nope.
If they didn't throw it, they
should have been.
Missed one.
They certainly did.
One of Hartford's,
you and I both caught that one.
One of Hartford's players literally tackled the Slinger player coming down to cover that kickoff.
Well, Hartford trailing here. Let's see what they do late in this 3rd quarter. Well, they've had their ground game grinding it down here. Roki, the big bruising fullback. 6'2", 250. Coming off a 94-yard performance last week in the loss to Fond du Lac. There's a scoring summary brought to you by Carthage College. 14-play drive that included the 4th down conversion on the fake punt on their side of the 50-yard line. And Hendricks with the 7-yard touchdown reception.
They are the Battle of the Birds shirt. 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4 on that last play. 2nd and 6. Golke trying to get to the outside, just drops the shoulder. Running people over out to the 48-yard line.
You see him pull the backside guard and the backside tackle. rolls from a 6'1", 260 Sam Johnson, 6'4", 285 to lead the way around that end. And then you get a battering ram like Aiden Grelke. Number 10, Mason McGuire said, "Ooh, it's a large person coming at me."
18 yards and a first down for Hartford near midfield. Smith cut back inside, gets across the midfield stripe to the Slinger 49. Boy, 3 completely different backs. You've got Smith at 5'9", Grolke the 6'2 bruiser, and then McMonigal the 6'3". 200-pound kind of picks his way around, although we have not seen McMonigal here in the this second half. Left with that injury late in that second quarter. High snap. Laufenberg brings it down. Swings it back. Bubble screen to Webb. Read well by the Slinger defense. Not to be fooled on that bubble screen that time. Jacob Lockwood out there to make the stop. And that will end our third quarter here at Slinger High School. North Shore Conference battle, coaches versus cancer. 6 miles separating these two teams, 7 points separating them as we head to the fourth quarter. This is Primetime Preps on My 24.
Your new home for thrilling live national sports action. From the gridiron to the sand and dirt, and from the racetrack to the basketball court, CW Sports has you covered. It's going to be an adrenaline-fueled CW Sports Saturday with a full day of events. Kicking off the day at 11, Baylor battles SMU, and Fresno State locks up with Oregon State. Then buckle up for NASCAR Xfinity action as the regular season shuts the door on the playoffs in St. Louis at 6. Finally, the Pac-12 has a showdown under the lights with San Diego State versus Washington State starting at 9:15. It's all on Milwaukee's CW18. Follow CW18 Milwaukee on Facebook and Twitter for all of the latest.
From the 48-yard line, 3rd and 7.
John Weiser, Terry Kelly, Mike McGivern with you from Slinger High School as we get set for fourth quarter action. An exciting contest tonight. Slinger and Hartford. Hartford with a 3rd and 7 to begin this fourth quarter from the Owl 48-yard line.
I think offensive coordinator Paul Shelstad just changed the play from what they originally had called, and they had Laufenberg run over to the sideline.
Laufenberg rolling, blitz coming, and down he goes back at the 40-yard line. Fricklin on the blitz. A delayed blitz that time, coming in clean, and gets the sack to snuff out the drive.
We have not seen Slinger blitz this evening, but Mike Wadman, the defensive coordinator, called it at the perfect time.
A loss back to their own 42-yard line. A loss of 11. There you get a look at the linebacker. Jack Fricklin, 6-foot senior.
Moved him over from offense because they knew that they had to replace so many defensive players.
Hunter Eater in to punt. Gets it away, a low end-over-end kick. Bowden will let bounce. It will roll inside the 20 and dead at the Slinger 19.
Balls will start their drive first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
33-yard punt with the bounce. Now the Slinger Owls will take over as we have a message, pre-recorded message with our friends from Steamfitters Local 601.
Hi, I'm Doug Edwards, business manager of Steamfitters Local 601, and we're proud to support Primetime Preps. Like to work with your hands? Don't feel like college is your thing? Steamfitters Local 601 offers a 5-year registered apprenticeship. By taking an apprenticeship, you will avoid college debt and earn while you learn. Upon completion, you can expect to earn a 6-figure salary with great benefits, including a pension. We make it easy to apply. Visit steam601.org. Apply today and start a better future for you and your family. Thank you.
Tackled by Helms.
Hendricks with the 9-yard run. Helms there to make the stop on the first play of this drive. We're just talking up here in the booth. You know, Hartford has outplayed Slinger tonight. Slinger just made a couple more splash plays, I guess you could say.
A 93-yard run, you know, that was such a key play, and he almost broke loose again, Kobe Hendricks.
Hendricks again gets the first down across the 30-yard line.
Plows his way near the 33.
Hendricks now over 150 yards on the ground tonight to go with that 93-yard touchdown run back in the first half. Another Adam first down. Our first down is brought to you by the Automobile Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee. From their own 33-yard line. Play fake. Ford in trouble. And he's going to go down. Casey Rademacher, who caught a touchdown pass back in the first half. The linebacker on defense coming up with a sack. Official stopping play here. Looks like they're running a player off. Wyatt Harris, the defensive end, may have had an equipment issue, so he left the field. Now they'll wind it. Be a loss back to the 24-yard line, 2nd and 19. Swings it out to Hendricks. Gets a block on the edge. Hendricks breaks a tackle. Cuts it back at the hash mark across the 35-yard line.
To Kobe Hendricks.
Brought down by Ashton Grolke. That's this nice block by the wide receiver here. Got just enough to take care of the man
Walter,
out there.
I believe, our scholar athlete
Yes.
from Slinger.
Ranked number 1 in his class. Number 9 in your program.
3rd and 6 at the 38.
A gain of 13 sets up 3rd and 6, and now timeout taken by Slinger.
Timeout Slinger.
Coach Jacklin wanting to get on the same page here. He and his longtime offensive coordinator, Aaron Poksheva. 8:36 to go here in this fourth quarter. Let's head downstairs to Mike McGivern.
Guys, I'm here with Sergeant Paulson from U.S. Marine Corps. It turns out he recruited my nephew, Lucas Poplinski, and I'm so proud of Lucas. Thank you for doing that. Hey, I got to tell you, Lucas had 13 weeks at the depot, and he's a changed man.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Found him, and he was maybe not in the best spot mentally, and I guess emotionally, he was kind of making some poor choices, and we got it turned around for him.
Hey, to the point that now he wants to be full-time. He's going to be a reserve. You said it might be a little bit more difficult than it sounds, but you're going to do everything you can to help him.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We'll get him back on full-time, get him shipped into, the spot that he wants to be into.
13 weeks later, he came home and he told me a story You've changed this young man's life, and I thank you for that.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
You bet. His dad, William, Billy Paflinski, is so proud of him. Hey, man, it's good to see you.
Yes, absolutely. You too, sir.
You bet, boys. Back to you.
Shovels it out to Hendricks that time, races to the edge, and will get the first down. Colton Brewer finally got him out at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, obviously Hartford's had to make some adjustments. You know, all of a sudden on defense, you lose Sully McManigal. And
stay tuned following our game for the United States Marine Corps Player of the Game presentation, brought to you by the United States Marines. 1st and 10 from the 47. Hendricks bounces it outside, but wrapped up. Helms there to make the stop. Only a 1-yard pickup, able to chop him down right at the line of scrimmage. That's 6 tackles tonight for Brady Helms.
excellent fill by Helms there. He was second-team all-conference last year as a sophomore.
As we mentioned earlier, two-sporter. Baseball is his sport, too.
Dad said he, very, very fine infielder.
Under 8 minutes to go. 7-point lead. Slinger with the lead and the football here. 2nd down and 9. Jeff Ford rolling to his right. Throws it into traffic. Incomplete. Again, 2 receivers within 5 yards of each other. And trying to get that ball to Keegan Adams, they're split in. That's about the 4th or 5th pass attempt out his way tonight.
You've got the ball almost all the way to that right hash, and then you're rolling and throwing into the sideline. It's a tough area to try to work that ball into.
And we mentioned Ford, Jeff Ford, according to the coaching staff, his preference is to roll left. He gets his hips swung around and throws a better football rolling left. 3rd down and 9 from their own 48. Blitz coming, gets it away, completes the pass out to the 40-yard line. Jude Sicarla, the 6'6 junior, makes the reception and converts the first down.
Good basketball player here at Slinger. That opening game against Falls, he had 4 catches and a touchdown.
Right in front of Cole Ohm, the corner that time for Hartford.
7-2-2-4-38.
And again, time the enemy here for Hartford. They've got to come up with a stop. Trailing by 7 here. So we're getting to the midway point of the 4th quarter. Fake the jet. Ford going to be buried just across the line of scrimmage.
Again, the winning 50-50 drawing ticket.
Like a Rademacher was there.
With $548. 7-2-2-4-3-8.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
If you have the winning ticket, you can go to the press box.
Both of these teams, I think, have demonstrated that they can be a force in that North Shore Conference this year. Obviously, you've got Homestead. Looks like it's got another fine
2nd
team.
and 8 at the 38.
Whitefish Bay is always tough as well. Snap gets passed, and it's covered up. Went off the right hand of Ford, and it was Hendricks, or no, check that. That was Ethan Plummer.
Fell on it.
Who fell on that football.
3rd and 12.
It's the second time that's Ford. The first time it was more, I don't think he was ready for the snap, and I don't know if center kind of jumped the count a bit or not. But
critical 3rd down here. If you're Hartford, need the stop. Trailing by 7 midway through this 4th quarter. Jeff Ford with time over the middle. Caught near the 31-yard line. I don't know if he's got enough for the first down. Let's see. It's where the official will spot it here. And he's going to be spotted short. Gain of 11.
I think they want us. Hartford coaches would like to know if that indeed was a complete pass.
I don't know if we'll get a chance to see this on replay, but did he complete the process all the way in before sticking that ball out? And here's another look. Looks good there.
Yes, Yes.
That looks like a good catch. They'll go for it on here on fourth down. Hendricks blasts his way over the left side, inside the 20-yard line. Ethan Webb brought him down. So 4th and 1. And Hendricks, this time, taking the direct snap.
You can see the surge from that offensive line by Slinger.
1st and 10 at the 18.
And here's where that number of guys going both ways is starting to show itself late in the second half.
Inside the Bryant and Stratton College red zone, Hendricks with a stutter step. Cuts to his right, trying to spin out of a couple of tackles before he is driven back. Forward progress
keeps it on the ground.
for about a yard. It looks like Casey Rademacher, 6 tackles tonight, along with Brady Helms. Wow. He has just played one heck of a game tonight. That fake punt converting on 4th down on that touchdown drive that regained the lead here for Slinger. Then that direct snap.
2nd and 8.
Converting on 4th down. 2nd and 8. Little toss jet action this time. Keegan Adams getting the edge inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Colton Brewer making the stop. Gain of 9. It'll be a 1st down. 1st and goal Slinger with 3:47 to go in the contest.
1st and goal. Owl.
Hendricks the single back. To the right of the quarterback, Jeff Ford. He will get the call. Touchdown, Slinger.
From the 7, touchdown.
3rd touchdown tonight for senior Kobe Hendricks. Putting an exclamation point on this drive. But again, the surge up front, that offensive line. Caleb Hayden, Nathan Haderer, Tyler DeRuyter, Caden Greschel, and Ivan Kiefer. Paving the way for Kobe Hendricks. 3 touchdown performance tonight. 2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Extra point by Colton Schultz. Schluter is good. We will take our break. 3:27 to go in this one. A 2-score lead for Slinger. CW Sports Saturday kicks off at 11 with a football doubleheader. Hits the track for NASCAR Xfinity excitement from St. Louis and ends with San Diego State at Washington State under the lights, all on CW 18.
One of the things we've neglected to mention is right before the game, Coach Bill Jacklin came running up to us and said, the last period of today in school, my starting tackle, Andrew Feiwerger, in gym class, volleyball, blew out his ankle, and he's had Caden Hayden, a senior, 6'3", 240, step in, has done an excellent job on that left side. So that offensive line, even though a number of these guys graduated last year, the returners are doing a fantastic job.
Webb will take it from the 1. Coming back near side, won't make the 20. Getting down on special teams, Sam Bowden for the Slinger Owls. And again, Webb is slow getting up. Let's go now to our hit of the game, brought to you by the Milwaukee Admirals. And here it is. That late blitz and the sack. Jack Fricklin with our hit of the game on the blitz. Our hit of the game brought to you by the Milwaukee Admirals.
Now you mentioned Sam Bowden. We mentioned him before. Super Sam is the 5-year-old. Got the crowd fired up, and he's out there playing his heart out tonight.
From their own 18. Over the middle, completes the pass out to the 25-yard line. Webb with the reception. Braden Blanchard out there for the open field tackle.
8-yard pickup on the play, 2nd and 2.
Hartford in hurry up. They have 3 timeouts, under 3 minutes to go, trailing by 2 scores. Now Laufenberg in trouble, biding time. Comes back and looking that time for Helms, but I think more importantly trying to throw that one away.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So sets up 3rd and short now for Hartford. Stops the clock with 2:44 remaining.
Bowden family. Bob Bowden was the winner of the 50-50 raffle this evening. Congratulations.
Both these teams accounted themselves well here tonight.
Excellent crowd. People standing around at the fence over on the Slinger side. Packed stands as well on the Hartford side.
A timeout here with the clock stopped. Let's head downstairs. Mike, what do you have?
So guys, I love the Slinger community. When I pulled in at Park, these 4 girls were in front of me, and they're putting glitter on their face. Show the glitter. They're like, hey, can we put some glitter on your face? I said, absolutely not. You're not going to help me at all. Hey, talk to me about this student section. How fun is it up there?
It's the best. Being a senior, we get to be in the front, which is super fun, and the energy is just insane.
Hey, so homecoming's coming up. This girl needs a homecoming date. She needs a date. There's no chance she needs a date. Hey, talk to me about the years here at Slinger. Having a good year, your senior year?
Yes, it's been so much fun. My favorite year ever.
Hey, how come the glitter stayed on yours, but it come off?
Oh, well, I use really strong glue.
Good. Guys, they said, look, it's going to help you on TV. I said, it's not going to help me. No glitter, boys, back to you.
All right, Mike, thank you.
No comment.
Not only an outstanding student section, but the Slinger High School marching band tonight before the game and the halftime performance tonight, number 1. They did a great job.
The whole evening has been special here.
3rd and 2, following the timeout. Delayed handoff. Michael Smith with some running room. Down the far sideline will take it to midfield. 24 yards and a first down for Hartford. Bowden there to make the stop.
Here's where they got to be using their no huddle.
Yes.
They don't have time. They've got to get a quick score, do an onside kick.
Kind of a draw play that time.
Yeah, excellent call that time, Paul Shelston.
And now I believe Slinger going to take the timeout, their second of the half. Stay tuned. Following the game, we'll have the presentation of the Champions Trophy brought to you by Marquette University. Be the difference. These two teams will continue North Shore action next week. Hartford will host West Bend East, while Slinger will play at West Bend West. The final matchups for those two schools, as we mentioned earlier, North Shore going to be undergoing some changes next year. Menominee Falls and Wisconsin Lutheran High School coming in. The two West Bend schools moving out. Of course, Wisconsin Lutheran, former member of the Little Ten Conference when these schools were in that conference back in the day.
Like old home week now.
That's back when I had hair. No comment, Rafi?
Sean Raffaelli is thinking very hard about that.
He was, yeah. I saw that. 1st and 10, Hartford. Laufenberg with time. Sets up. Bobbled and dropped by Ethan Webb. Incomplete. Knows he should have had it.
Ethan Webb, the intended receiver. 2nd down and 10.
Sets up 2nd and 10. Stops the clock. 2:21 to go.
Second and 10.
Aiden Grolke in the backfield. They'll pass here. Laufenberg looks near side, comes back to Webb, makes the catch, breaks a tackle, and wrestled down near the 40-yard line, close to a first down. Braden Blanchard in that wrestling match that time for Slinger. They will give him the first down, move the chains, and add him first down. They'll reset the sticks and wind the clock. Put Helms in a slot to the left side. 3 receivers that way. Laufenberg looking that way. Now comes back to his right under pressure. And he gets it away and out of bounds. Did it make it to the line of scrimmage? It did not.
Flag on the play at midfield.
Might have an intentional grounding call here.
Mason Dwyer brought Laufenberg down to the turf.
Yeah, they changed the rule a couple years ago, and quarterback has a little bit more discretion what he does, but does have to get the ball beyond the original line of scrimmage. Excellent coverage downfield by the Slinger defense.
So intentional grounding the call.
Intentional grounding.
It'll be a loss of down.
Spot foul.
So it's a spot foul. And they'll move it back inside the 45-yard line of Hartford.
Loss of down.
And really what kills you there is the loss of down.
2nd and 25 at the 45.
So 2nd and 25. Ball at the 45-yard line. Draw play again to Smith. Trying to get to the outside edge. Breaks a tackle, trying to get to that sideline, and he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. Just across midfield at the Slinger 45-yard line. Ethan Fisher there, able to take him to the boundary.
Excellent effort that time by Michael Smith, keeping that play alive, working his way to out of bounds.
Clock stopped, 1:38 to go.
From the 45.
At 10 yards back on that run, brings up a 3rd and 15. Laufenberg with plenty of time. Over the middle, looking for Webb, leaping grab inside the 21-yard line.
Pass complete to Webb.
24-yard pickup and a first down. They'll reset the sticks.
6 receptions tonight for Webb.
Again, Laufenberg looking to the end zone. Leaping grab, touchdown! Grady Helms with the touchdown grab. 21 yards and a score for Hartford.
You know, Hartford has really competed hard this evening.
High pointed that beautifully, got up there, beat the defender to the ball, and slithered into the end zone.
Now Helms has to hustle out there, put the tee down. Now he's going to kick the extra point. Next he'll have to do the onside kick.
You got it. Spot almost got away. Good job by the holder that time.
Extra point attempt, kick is good. Brady Helms.
And Helms able to punch it through. It's a one-score game with 1:15 to play, and it comes down to an onside kick.
Well, I happen to know Brady Helms, AP American History teacher. That happens to be my son, Peter. And Helms, in addition to being an outstanding athlete, is an excellent student.
Trusted by Washington County families for 18 years to keep your
Well, Scott, the father, the athletic director over there at Hartford as well.
His mother teaches there as well.
He's Coach Redders now. Most head coaches at the high school level are the special teams coaches, so he's got something drawn up here for that onside kick. Here's the scoring summary. An 82-yard drive capped off by that 21-yard touchdown reception by Helms. Scoring drive brought to you by Carthage College. Your turn to make waves.
Coach Bill Jacklin not smiling quite as much. Not as much as when he told us about one of his favorite jobs is coaching the ice fishing team at Hartford. They were second in the state last year. He's almost equally proud of that as compared to winning the state Division II football championship.
Oh, he's quite the sportsman. He talked about going out deer hunting right after the state finals.
Right.
Wanted to get a day in. Onside kick. Takes the bounce and goes out of bounds.
Didn't get 10 yards.
Nope. Yeah, he was telling us the story. He said the guys go out, they scout the lake, figuring out where the hot spots are. Then they go out and fish in the tournament. They actually had a regional out in Lake Mills.
Lake Mills on Rock Lake.
He was all...
Oh, he was fired up.
Oh, he was fired. Yeah, he's talking about that. And fishing club or whatever, club fishing. And
his son has gone off to college this year, so he doesn't have one of his fishing buddies. No doubt Coach Jacklin told him, there's where the fish are. You should go out there.
No, he minute we mentioned that, boy, his eyes just he just went off on a 10-minute tangent about the fishing, and we were asking him questions on, okay, how do you fish in a tournament? Well, they go out and they scout the lake. The guys all find the hot spots. They mark them down, and we go out there and we just fish.
No, keeping things in perspective, as this whole evening does with the coaches versus cancer angle.
This is Ford on the keep. He'll get the first down and cement this one away. Gets it down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 11. First down.
Tackle made at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Slinger.
Hartford choosing not to use one of its 2 timeouts here. I'll tell you, they may be the best 0-3 team in the state of Wisconsin.
Right. I mean, you've seen that they have excellent athletes, perhaps a little thin in terms of number for starters, but they play extremely hard.
Hendricks inside the 30. Yeah, I think the word compete, I don't know how many times Coach Redders was saying that in our meeting earlier this week. Compete. The competitiveness, the fire. Hendricks down, looks like a cramp. Big thanks tonight to Andy Spitzer and Sean Raffaelli. Andy's our stat man. He's been busy tonight. That pen run out of ink yet?
Well, he never makes a mistake, so he can use a pen.
Sean Raffaelli, our spotter. Blackhawk fan he is. He'll be better this year, but not playoff contention. It'll be fun to watch.
This is Coach Retter's 31st year at Hartford. He's a key part of the high school and been a head coach. Now this goes into his 10th year.
And losses to Germantown, Fond du Lac, and looking like this one's going to go down. Again, Hendricks being stretched out there, cramping up.
Yeah, if you've never had a cramp like that, it's like someone stabbed a knife right into your calf.
Oh, check that. It's an offensive lineman. My bad. Tyler DeRuyter, the center.
Tyler DeRuyter, the injured player.
But you're right. Cramping is, oh.
And you can never start drinking water soon enough. 2 days out from the contest or track meet or whatever sport you're doing, you want to make sure you're well hydrated.
Surprised coaches don't make you carry that 1 gallon milk jug full of water all day. How many times do you have to refill it?
Yeah.
4. Great. That's a good job.
Good job.
They'll wind the clock to run this one out. The Wilkinson Redders Jacqueline Trophy will stay at Slinger, but Hartford's going to take the timeout now. Not sure about that.
Well, Coach Redders has some things when they watch film he can point to as being, real positives.
They ran the ball extremely well tonight.
Right, and a couple excellent touchdown passes as well.
You look at this score and you go back that first quarter, that red zone fumble that led to the touchdown the other way.
And I think you can't, underestimate the impact of losing Sully McManigal.
Yeah.
Two-way starter.
But that turnover that led to that very next play,
93 yards.
the 93-yard touchdown. But, they were driving on that possession and unable to punch it in. Victory formation for the Owls. And that will do it here at Slinger High School. 4th time in 6 years, Slinger hangs on to that Wilkinson Redders Jacqueline Trophy, presented to the winner of this game. They'll line up at the 50-yard line for the handshake. 28-21. Slinger bounces back after a Week 2 loss to Lake Geneva Badger with a victory over its arch rival. 28-21. Back with our post game right after this on My 24.
Again, all fans, we ask that you please remain in your seat. First, they will do an interview for the player of the game, and then we will present the trophy. Thank you. Just a couple more sponsors we'd like to thank. Work them in throughout the game. Jazzercise, dance-based workouts that keep you strong, fit, and energized. Classes offered in Slinger, Hartford, and Hubertus. Ideal Custom Flooring, a family-owned and operated flooring store located in Hubertus. Horsch & Miller, a family-owned and operated plumbing and heating contractor serving Slinger for over 90 years. And last but not least, Quick Trip, your local convenience store and gas station destination. See you next time.
28-21. The Slinger Owls over the Hartford Orioles tonight. Conference opener in the North Shore Conference. Slinger now 2-1. Hartford maybe the best 0-3 team in the state. Let's head downstairs. It's our United States Marine Corps player of the game. Here is Mike.
So, guys, I'm here with the U.S. Marine player of the game, senior Kobe Hendricks. I told him I should have drafted him in my fantasy football league. He said that would have been a good choice. 2 rushing touchdowns, one he caught one. I got to tell you, man, this senior class, you guys feeling pretty good right now, right?
Oh, yeah, we're feeling good. The practice has been really good this week, so we hope to keep that up in the following weeks.
Hey, talk to me about this offensive line. You look, before we went on the air, you said, man, this offensive line, there were some holes there today for me.
Oh, yeah, there was something special, though. One run I had back there was wide open. All I had to do was just run straight, and it was gone from there. So,
hey, talk to me a little bit about, you guys are now the hunted, right? Everybody's hunting you. Yeah. You got everybody on their schedule, circle state champion. Do you feel that?
I mean, not yet, really, but
it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming, but we just got to keep grinding and keep every week just keep grinding.
Tell you what, you got quick feet, young man. Yeah, awfully good football player. He had about 190 yards rushing, couple of catches, 1 through the air, 3 touchdowns. Good, awfully good football player. Boys, we're going to get to the head football coach here, and he's got a special guest. We'll get to him in a minute. Back to you.
Mike, thank you. Here's the highlight package for Kobe Hendricks, the senior running back. See him here getting the edge.
Just explodes right through the hole. There's that 93-yard run just after Hartford fumbled.
And they worked on that all week, the kick-out blocks, getting that to establish that. And there it worked for the 93-yard touchdown run. Those are his 2 on the ground, and here's the 1 in the air. 17 carries, 190 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Pair of catches for 22 yards and a touchdown tonight for our United States Marine Corps player of the game, Kobe Hendricks of the Slinger Owls. Brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. 28-21, your final tonight. Let's head downstairs. Time for our Champions Trophy presentation, brought to you by Marquette University. Once again, here's Mike.
So, guys, normally this is a trophy that everybody wants to win on these, but you know what? This one, I'm telling you, this means a lot to these guys at Slinger, I can tell you that. Coach Jacqueline, everything you told me about this team, you said, look, we're going to fight. We're going to play hard. We're going to put guys, we're going to tackle well. We got some guys that are really big-time playmakers, and everything you told me happened tonight.
Yeah, I'm so proud of these guys. The second half, we talked at half. This was a heart game the second half, and they came out and fought, and I'm so proud of them today. We're on the right track, I think.
Hey, you got a new player on this team. You signed him yesterday, Vincent. I asked Vincent, please share the candy. What'd you tell me?
No.
He's not sharing the candy with me at all. Hey, you feel pretty good about where this team is at, huh?
Absolutely, man. We love each other. We play for each other. This is awesome.
Man, this is what they're playing for. Guys, congratulations. Good luck next week against West Bend West. Let me get out of here. Well done, boys.
That is the Wilkinson Redders Jacqueline Trophy, symbolic of the winner of this series between Slinger and Hartford. It'll stay here at Slinger. 28-21, your final. We'll step out. We have a couple of more things to go through tonight in our Primetime Preps post-game report. 28-21 Slinger. Back after this on My 24. Slinger Owls open up North Shore Conference play with a 28-21 victory over their arch rival, the Hartford Orioles. Let's take a look at tonight's play of the game, brought to you by the AAYFL. Support the All-American Youth Football League, the future of high school football. And it's that 93-yard touchdown run by Kobe Hendricks.
As he said, all I had to do was run in a straight line. Wide open hole.
Kickback block right there, opening up the hole. And Hendricks sprinting 93 yards for the touchdown. That is our AAYFL play of the game. Go to aayfl.org for more information on the All-American Youth Football League. A lot of fun here tonight. Big crowd raising money for Coaches versus Cancer. Over $200,000 raised here tonight over the last 15 years, I should say, in this series. Big thanks to all our sponsors who bring you Primetime Preps each and every week. Our title sponsors, Gruber Law Offices and Marquette University. The All-American Youth Football League. The Auto Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee. Milwaukee Admirals. Bryant and Stratton College, Carthage College. Our halftime show brought to you by Current Electric, the Milwaukee Building and Construction Trades Council, Menards, Steamfitters 601, the United States Army, and the United States Marine Corps. Don't forget, tonight's game is going to be replayed here on My 24 tomorrow afternoon at 4, or following the end of the Wisconsin Lutheran College football game here on My 24. Next Friday, we'll kick things off at 6:30. Mike McGivern in the pregame show. And then we'll head down to a historic Horlick Field. Hard to believe it's our first visit on the Primetime Preps. 15 years we've been doing this. As Lake Country Lutheran travels down to Racine to take on Racine St. Catherine's. That should be an excellent battle. You talk about a budding rivalry. That one's been blooming for the last couple of years.
And another defending state champion, Racine St. Catherine.
Absolutely. We'll have that for you next Friday night. Kicks off at 6:30 with Mike's pregame show. Kickoff at 7 from the venerable Horlick Field in Racine. Big thanks tonight to all of our men and women on the My 24 sports crew who brought this one to you tonight. We had fun here tonight. Big thanks to Andy Spitzer, our statistician. Sean Raffaelli, our spotter. For Mike McGivern, Terry Kelly, I'm John Weiser saying good night from Slinger High School. The Owls over the Orioles with the Geese flying south. 28-21, your final tonight. Thanks for tuning in to Primetime Preps on My 24.